Hi everyone, my name is Selena and I am a second year first grade teacher in Maryland. So I just got into my classroom and I'm gonna start getting ready for the day. This is week 2 of the school year. I am going to start getting all my materials ready for my day, but I realized that I did not show my final classroom, so I'm gonna go around and show you what it looks like. So I'm going to grab all the materials that I need for the day and start putting those up. I am going to change the objectives on the wall, make sure that they match today's objective, and I'm going to start hanging up some student work because I know my principal loves to see student work, so I'm going to try to do all those things. The kids don't come in for another 45 minutes, so I have a little bit of time, but time goes fast, so I'm gonna try to do that as fast as I can, and I'll update you in a little bit. Alright, so I finished getting everything ready for the day. I put my objectives up. I also made sure that I have all my plans ready and opened up. So we're gonna start with science and social studies, doing a mystery bag about asking questions, and then we're going to do some writing about what they did this weekend, and then afterwards we are going to read a book and go over the parts of a book, and then we'll have foundations, and then after that it's lunch and recess, or recess and lunch, and then after that we are going to have some guided reading and practice switching centers, and then they'll have their specials, and then we are going to have some iReady time for math because they need to take their diagnostic. So we have all of that going on today. I also put up my student work up there, so that's done. So everything's ready for the day. So during planning today, I'm just going to start planning for next week and working on those things. So that's what the plan is for today. So I will check back in a little bit. Alright, so it is now lunchtime. So I am going to be eating some lunch for a little bit, but I just dropped my kids off for lunch, so I have a little bit more time. It went really well with science and social studies and reading for today, and they did really well with foundations. So after lunch, we will be having guided reading. So what we are going to be doing is practicing the centers that we have, which they struggle with right now because they need to practice logging in to their computers, which is really tough right now. So I just labeled their computers, so now they should be able to go grab their computer when it's time, and they know where the books are. So hopefully it will run smoothly today, but that's what we're going to be doing after lunch, and then they'll have their specials time, and I will have my planning time, and then my kids will come back and we'll have math, and then it will be the end of the day. So I'm just going to eat my lunch and get things ready for the end of the day, and I'm going to try to start planning this afternoon for next week because didn't have too much time last week. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Everything's gone pretty well today so far. I did have one student who, it was very cute. He missed his mom today, so he was crying about it. So I asked him what would make him feel better, and he said that my Horton Here's a Who would make him feel better if he got to have that at his desk. So he just has Horton sitting at his desk and will whisper in his ear if he is sad or missing his mom, which is really sweet. So I really think that Horton is working out so far this year. Everything else has been going really well. Today we have our diagnostic for math, so that might be tough because the students have to sit for a while and they just have to do whatever they need to do for their test. They just need to try their best at math, but a lot of students get discouraged when they don't know how to do something, and if I'm not allowed to help, it's tough. So we're just seeing what they know today, so that should be fine, but that's what the day's looking like right now. Alright, so right now I have planning, so I am going to be heading into a meeting for planning, so I will check back in a little bit. So I just finished with my meeting, so I am just going to do a little planning for the last few minutes, and then I'm going to head up to go pick up my kids so that we can get started with math, and then it will be dismissal and the end of the day, so I'll have a little planning time after school. So I'll check in a little bit. Alright, the kids were just dismissed and it is the end of the day, so normally we have meetings after school, but today I don't have any meetings, so I'm just going to try to put my room back together because it's looking a little crazy. So I'm going to put my room back together real quick, and then I am going to do a little bit of planning since I have a little time, and then I'm going to head home. So I just finished cleaning up my room and I changed the objectives for the week, so everything is ready to go for tomorrow. Now what I'm going to do is try to do some planning for next week. I need to check with my team because we are supposed to start stuff with butterflies next week for science and social studies. My team likes to plan where everyone plans a subject and then we all share it with each other. So I have science and social studies plans, and my team needs to get some caterpillars for our butterfly unit, but I'm not sure if they are going to be delivered yet, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to do on Monday next week. So I need to check with my team and make sure that I can do the lessons that I need to do so that we can get started with butterflies. So I am going to check with my team real quick and see what I can do, and then I'm going to start planning for next week. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday. I just got into the building. I am sitting at my desk. I'm just going to get things ready for today. So I'm going to print out my plans that I have for the day. I am going to get all the materials I need and make sure that everything that I need on the computer is on the website that we need to post it on. And I am going to plug in our computer cart so that the Chromebooks are charged for my students. And then I am going to start planning for next week. We are starting our butterfly unit next week, but we are supposed to get caterpillars for our unit, but we are not sure when those caterpillars are going to be delivered. They say Monday, but it might not be Monday, so I need to have a backup plan just in case we don't have the caterpillars on Monday. But if we do, then I will be fine. But I'm just going to start planning for that to make sure that I have everything ready for next week. So I'm gonna go get started on that. Alright, so it is lunchtime now, so I just got back into my room and started eating my lunch. I have the same lunch as yesterday, just the rice, chicken, and the dressing, and some peppers. I usually like to make lunches for the week or for multiple days in a row so that I have all my lunches ready. So I usually make this and make a lot of it so that I have enough for each day of the week, or most days of the week. So I just started eating that. Just been going over some things with the students. We've had a little bit of a rough day. Some of the students were having issues with playing games at indoor recess. I know that on indoor recess days, it's really tough for some kids to do what they need to do because they need to get their energy out and they start yelling and the people fight over games. So we had to go over the rules of indoor recess again. This is only the second time they've had it. So, and a lot of kids were out yesterday, so I had to go over the rules of indoor recess again. But for the most part, it went well. We also did an activity on the Chromebooks yesterday, and today we did an activity with the Chromebooks. But yesterday it went so slow trying to log them in. It took about 15 minutes just to get the kids into the Chromebooks and logged in. So it just takes a very long time all the time. So we're practicing getting into the Chromebooks every day and making sure that they're logged in and they can log in by themselves. And with first grade, it's really tough because some of them can't read, some of them don't know what the letters look like all the way, or they mix up the letters like P and Q and things like that. So it's really tough sometimes to get everyone logged in. But today, when we logged in for our activity, it only took about 5 minutes, which is really good because usually it takes a very long time. This is the second week of school, so hopefully, since we're using Chromebooks every day or almost every day, they'll be able to log in within the first month without a whole lot of issues. So I'm going to keep doing that. I just took them to lunch, so I have a little bit of time before I need to pick them up. So I'm gonna go eat, and I am going to get ready for the guided reading portion of our day. We are going to be practicing switching centers again. So yesterday we started switching from the Book Nook Center to the Chromebooks. So we're going to practice switching that again because yesterday it went okay, but a lot of them were out, so I'm going to see how it goes today with almost everyone here. And then we're going to have specials time, and then it will be math. And they're still taking their diagnostic. A lot of them didn't start yesterday because they were out. It was kind of gloomy outside, so they were a lot quieter, but we'll see how that goes with that. So that is what I'm going to do now, and I will update you in a little bit. Hi everyone, so I just got home actually, so I didn't actually have time during planning to come on here because I had a meeting, and then when it was the end of the day, I had another meeting. So Wednesdays are always meeting days, so they're pretty busy. So basically I just planned for the next week and met with my team and talked about what we are going to do next week. And then after school we had our meeting with the whole school. So tomorrow I will be going in and getting ready for the day, so I'll update you then. Alright, I just got into my classroom. Today is Thursday. I am going to start getting my stuff ready for the day. I am going to get all the things that I need to print and pull up the computer and make sure everything is on the website. And a couple of things fell off this 5. These numbers do not stay on, so I need to try to find a way to get that to stay on. The poster that has our class rules also never stays on, so I'm going to try to figure out a way to keep those on. But I'm just going to try to get ready for the day, and then I'm going to try to see if I can get the copies for the plans for next week done. The copier, we have 2 copiers in our school, and the one that I usually use, the one that's closest to me, is broken, of course, and I haven't checked to see if it's working today, but I'm gonna go and try to see if that's working so that I can get some copies done, because the other one is really far away. And of course, since since the one copier is broken, all the teachers are going to the other one. So we will see if the other one is working. I don't know what the plan is for recess today. The last 2 days it's been raining a lot, so the playground looks pretty wet, but I think we are supposed to go to the blacktop, so I'm not sure what the plan is, but hopefully the kids can get outside because they have been wild the past couple days just wanting to be outside, so hopefully that happens today. But I'm going to go ahead and get started making the copies and getting things ready. So it is the end of the day. I had meetings all day throughout my planning time and my lunchtime, so I didn't get a chance to come on here. But I am about to leave for the day. I just cleaned up my room and made sure everything looked nice, and it's ready for tomorrow. I got a lot done with planning. I planned my foundations lessons, and I planned the rest of my week for next week. So tomorrow all I need to do is make copies, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So when I come in tomorrow, I'm gonna try to make some copies if I can, and I'm going to try to get my objectives ready for next week and get everything ready that I need to. So I'm going to go do that, but I'm gonna go head home now, so I'll update in a little bit. Alright, so it is Friday morning. I just got to school. It's about 6:45, so I just got into the building and I am going to be getting my stuff ready for the day. The kids don't come in for probably about another hour, so I'm gonna start getting ready for the day. Yesterday before I left, I cleaned up the mess from yesterday, put the desks back, and changed around my board and changed the objectives that I have up. So I am pretty much ready for the day. The only thing that I need to do is get my plans ready and open up my computer and get that stuff ready. And then if I have time, I'm going to make copies for next week. My team likes to plan 1 lesson each, or 2 lessons each, and then we share them. So I plan science and social studies and foundations. So I need to make copies for science and social studies because we share our plans on Friday. We meet on Wednesdays and we fill in our Google Doc that has all the information for the week, like our objectives and what we are going to be doing. And then by Friday we need to have copies to each other. So it's a good plan, and so we are going to be continuing that. So that is what I have for today. So I'm going to start getting ready, but first I'll show you my outfit for the day. So this is my outfit for the day. I am wearing this dress. It's actually a dress, not a skirt. It's from Old Navy. And then I got this shirt from Etsy. It says first grade on it. And I thought it was cute with a little rainbow. And then I have my Adidas. So that's my outfit. And then my Vera Bradley lanyard where I put my ID and my swipe card. But that's my outfit for today. These numbers keep falling off, so I'm going to try to find another way to get them to stay up. There's always one that falls off, and that too is about to come off too, so I'm gonna try to fix those as well. Alright, so it is the end of the day. The kids just left, so I am going to clean up my room, and then I am going to get ready to go. It went really well today with math. The kids all seemed to pick up on the addition, and then I had to have them finish their assessment. So that took a while, and most of my kids finished, but some didn't. So I'm gonna have to have them finish on Monday, but they need to be done by Tuesday, so I need to do that. But everything else went really well. So I'm just going to clean up for the day, and then I am going to head home. So thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I will be vlogging really soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.